Hello, I'm Jordan, and today I am joined by my friend Tyler to talk about the book Night. Tyler, how did the book make you feel? Like, did it make you feel depressed or mad or just that funny feeling you get whenever you think about the past?
Well, Jordan, the book made me very upset and mad at the same time. My great grandfathers were both in World War II, and that's whenever all this was happening, because Night is about a concentration camp and about how a boy actually had to survive through it. Uh, my great grandfathers were both, they served for the Americans and not the Germans or anything like that. But one of them actually had his leg blown off, and the other one was an actual boat driver for the Americans, and he would always tell stories of him backing up and grinding up the Nazis that were hiding in the water for an ambush. So, I mean, I know quite a bit on the Holocaust because of them, even though I didn't really get to know them for that long. But they both did have a lot to do with it, and them telling us about how the Holocaust was and how bad the concentration camps actually were. It's just really upsetting to read another book about it because so many people suffered through this. And it's really upsetting to know all about it.
Yeah, you're right, though. And you're really right. The book made me sad and angry as well, though. But thinking about how Eliza had to go through the camp with his father made it a little less sad and depressing. Like he had someone to go through there all the way.
True.
You know?
Not very many people had that. Most of them were actually separated whenever they first got into the camps.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, he had to change so many of his morals and his values just to get through. Like at first in the book, he was just a stubborn little kid, you know?
Yeah.
And after that, after the concentration camp and after almost whenever he got out losing his father, he's changed so much. Honestly, how do you think any of us could deal with that, having to change our morals and our values so quickly? And what are your morals and your values?
Truthfully, though, we are all human, and humans, it's common for us to fight to survive. It's literally survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
So what they would literally do is they would fight tooth and nail just to survive and wake up and deal with it again the next day, but still had that little bit of hope that somebody would come and rescue them. And a lot of people lost that, and that's how they would end up losing their lives. And one of the great things is it's called Night for a reason. And if it
Oh yeah, that poem, right?
Exactly. But it's not just having to do with the poem. It's also the point that night itself, it's dark. And if you were caught doing something that you weren't supposed to in these concentration camps, it's rather you were whipped or you were just instantly shot. And the thing with the night is it's not only hard to see people, but with all their guns, it's hard to look through sights on a firearm and try to shoot somebody in the middle of the night, if you can even spot them. So night was pretty much their best time to move around, and it was pretty much their glory hole, I guess you could say.
Yeah, but also having to have something like night as a glory hole, this dark, depressing, things that go bump in the night are always associated with it. And having that as the one thing of hope, it's gotta be demoralizing. It's just so, I don't even know how to put it in words, man.
Yeah, it's really hard. And as you said earlier, the poem, it's a poem, it's called Don't Go Easy.
Don't go easy into the good night.
Don't Go Easy into the Good Night. Very good poem, highly recommended. But with this poem,
No,
it actually...
Don't go gentle into the good night, I'm sorry.
Don't go gentle, that's
Yeah.
it. Okay. Anyways, though, that poem has so much, it tells a lot about humanity. Because it tells everybody that you're not supposed to just die easy. Live life to the fullest. Do anything you can to make yourself happy all the time. And don't regret your life. You're going to want to have the most fun that you possibly can through it, but still do what needs to be done.
Yeah, I kind of think of it differently, though. I kind of think of it as make a meaning of yourself, you know? It doesn't have to be all about happy, but you need to be content with it. And that's what it kind of said to me in Don't Go Gentle into the Good Night. Like, You need to do what you need to die content, or as you said, die happy. When when Eliezer survived the camp and he went on living his life, I think later on he did die happy or content.
Yeah. Well, it looks like that seems to be all the time that we have. We wish that we could have gotten more into this, so I guess we'll see you guys next time. Bye.